Hey everybody, it is October 13th, 2009. I am Sonic Suns, and I'm here to talk about intelligence on the internet, which for some people would seem like an inherent contradiction, but it turns out the internet is made of people. And some people are really smart, and we ought to listen to them more. And the opportunities are afforded to us thanks to this marvelous new technology sort of thing. So, you all should, at some point, hopefully now-ish, potentially even interrupt this video, head over to a website for the TED conference. TED stands for something. I don't know. It's also the name of several people. Not that it matters. TED is a conference. Once a year, they bring a bunch of smart people together, and everyone does a presentation, you do a speech, or you have like a video, PowerPoint thing. It is really good stuff. There's all sorts of topics. There's all sorts of topics. It started off as a technology conference. I saw a thing that was, they had a crazy software program thing that took like the internet and looked at pictures of Notre Dame, like the cathedral off in France, and had no idea what Notre Dame looked like prior to getting pictures. But I got bazillions of random pictures, did crazy math, figured out which angle everyone was standing at when they took their pictures and what time of day and everything, and made a giant Notre Dame collage thing out of total random pictures taken from different people and different cameras at different times of the day and year. That was cool. There's also other topics. There's, say, education. There was a guy talking about how educational systems don't necessarily recognize our full creative potential, you know. How people might be sidelined as being strange or ADD or something when really throwing them on medication isn't necessarily the best thing. In his example, he was talking about a girl who couldn't stop fidgeting when she was little. And they thought that she had some sort of mental problem, and they eventually realized that she was just a dancer. She wanted to dance, and she couldn't stop fidgeting because that was her calling in life, and now she's a famous dancer and everything and so forth. And that was interesting. And I'll put up some of these links as I go. All sorts of topics though. There was a guy talking about how you build a nation. We would talk about the informed policy. We, blow up a government or whatever, and then we have nation building and how we've screwed that up and what we ought to do that better. There are people talking about, world issues, hunger, the environment, women's rights, everything you can think of. There was a guy, I'll put up a link, I don't know, who did amazing stuff with just numbers, statistics and everything, and showed, first off, that numbers are cool and we ought to look at them more often, and we really ought to look at them more often because in today's public discussion and debate stuff, we don't, fact check. We're just dumb. Talking points, that. This guy was talking about numbers. And he was challenging presumptions about, what is the third world, for instance? What is that? Third world. Well, a lot of people think the third world is lower incomes and larger families. And he went like, well, back in 1950, yeah, there was a distinct trend of that, but ever since then, everything has changed, and gee, apparently in 50 years or more than that, we're clinging to the notions from 50 years or more ago, type of thing. And you're watching this and you're like, I should update my views a little bit. There's all sorts of stuff. There's a woman who had once been a member of a cult, and she talked about being a part of a cult and something. And there's a lot of stuff. I think there's 500 videos. They've been watched 100 million times or something. Naturally, some of them are better than others, but they're all interesting, it's kind of hard to find any one website on the internet that's got more, concentrated levels of intelligence, that I know of anyway. So, yeah, if you want to learn stuff, if you want to have serious discussions about things that you potentially weren't even thinking about before you went onto the website, I highly recommend you look at the thing called TED and watch some of the videos, educate yourself, then you can go Wikipedia, maybe educate yourself some there, and then you can go to several other things, because there's lots of information in the world, and I'm reminded of a scene from the movie Seven. The scene has nothing to do with the plot particularly, but there's a guy walking into a giant library, and then there's the security guards playing poker. And our character says, you have a world of information at your fingertips, and you guys played poker all night. It's true. We have the freaking internet, and we don't make use of that to learn things like we should. So, this is me advocating for learning and intelligence and creativity and all sorts of good stuff. Watch some stuff over at TED. Thanks for watching. See you later.